Today, we're going to be having a look at Waitr Holdings, which has the ticker symbol of WTRH. And in this video, I'm just going to kind of have a look at the business side of things. So what it does, what service it offers, how it makes its money. And in my next video, I'm going to actually have a look at the financial side of things. So how much money it actually makes, looking at the latest quarterly earnings and their most up-to-date annual report, so that you have like a complete picture of what it actually does. But let's just kind of get straight into what it does. Now, it's not that complicated, so this video shouldn't really be that long. Now, there's actually three different kind of companies within Waitr Holdings. This is the kind of main one because it has their name, Waitr, which uses technology to kind of, I would say, enhance the dining experience for people. There's two kind of components to what Waitr actually does. You have the kind of dine-in options and you also have the eating out options. The dine-in options allow restaurants to utilize technology to, well, make their ordering process a bit easier. I don't know if you've ever been in a restaurant and on the table you might have like a QR code, which is kind of those digitized codes that you can scan with your mobile phone. And when you scan that code, you get a link to a particular website where you can see the menu. Same kind of thing, but Waitr does it, well, mainly in America firstly, and also you can kind of track some different data. So if you're a manager or you operate in the restaurant, you can see how many active orders you have, at which table. Yeah, pretty much all the information you would really need. You have photographers take pictures of your food and then they upload it to Waitr and you have your menu online essentially. Now, Waitr makes money through kind of taking a cut from those online orders, whether it's done through kind of scanning the code on the table or whether it's done through the other way Waitr makes money, which is the kind of eating out option. Now, this is actually where the other kind of businesses related to Waitr Holdings come into play. You have Waitr, Delivery Dudes, and Bite Squad. All of these have the same principle. Restaurants register with them to be part of their food delivery network, which means that people access like the Bite Squad application or the Delivery Dudes application or the Waitr application, and they can see a list of restaurants where they are, and they can order food from those restaurants to be delivered by this service. And that's it. You have three different companies that make up Waitr Holdings. You have Waitr, you have Bite Squad, and you have Delivery Dudes. All of these companies do pretty much the same thing with some slight differences, and they operate primarily in the United States, if not entirely in the United States. Now, what are my thoughts on the business side of things? Well, food delivery is becoming a lot more popular, especially with everybody being stuck at home. The only concern I have in terms of the business side of things is just how competitive it is. You have so many different companies that are looking to kind of cash in this thing. And also you have the restaurants themselves doing their own deliveries so that they don't have to kind of pay that surcharge. Companies like, well, Deliveroo, Uber Eats, I think McDonald's even does deliveries now, but you also have like Domino's. The list goes on and on and on and on, which means it's a really competitive market. Now, the good thing about Waitr Holdings is the fact that it is not just one company. It's actually three different companies. But my main concern as an investor would have to be kind of the competition level. There isn't really anything that makes it stand out. There isn't really much difference from using one service to the other to the other. It's in a market where the competition is only going to get worse as the future goes on because they see the potential in it, or other companies see the potential in it. And if it becomes a case of branding, then you have Uber, which is really well known. You have, well, Domino's, which is really well known. Deliveroo. When I think about kind of ordering foods online from a particular restaurant, those are the kind of companies that I think of initially. But I'm not based in the United States, so maybe you have another opinion on it. But that brings us to the end of the kind of business side of things. As I was saying, not that complicated. So if you are interested in the financial side of things, then be sure to stick around. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.